A strong U.S. dollar isn't good news for agricultural exports because now they cost more.
The U.S. dollar has rallied some 23% since last October. It's had a tremendous impact on global agriculture. The big reason is that as we see production expanding around the world, by that I'm saying Brazil, the Black Sea, and even portions of Southeast Asia, it means that the United States becomes less competitive. And so as we think forward about people needing to either cut animal units or cut acres, all that weight kind of falls on the U.S. farmer as world demand for grain and livestock is not growing at nearly the same level it's been in the last 10 years.
Typically, the dollar rises in 6-year cycles, and Basse says we're only 1.5 years into this rally.
Brazil has the largest cow herd in the world, and of course they have become significant exporters of beef. Some of that beef even heads to the United States. We would expect that as the real has dropped from roughly 2.1 to now 3.5 real to the dollar, that Brazilian producer is seeing profit incentives that incentivizes him to export more product abroad. Australian farmers are seeing the same thing as our Canadian farmers, not to the same degree, but still maybe 25% more incentive. And so the United States beef producer, who's trying to also garner export trade, is really behind the 8 ball, if you will, as he competes against these more competitive Brazilian, Australian, and Canadian farmers.
Basse says U.S. beef marketers can differentiate based on quality and food safety. But regardless of the dollar's strength, ag commodities in general have entered a price downturn.
We could be in for 3 to 5 years of shakiness for the agricultural sector. Not to say that beef will be all that impacted, but the grain farmer, the poultry and pork farmer will see the worst of this. Beef will come along, but slowly, mind you. But we are concerned about the producer and his profitability for the next 3 to 5 years.
In the near term, the market analyst predicts one final rally in the cattle market, where cash-fed cattle could revisit the $160 area in October or November. By the first quarter of next year, that estimate settles closer to $134 per hundredweight. Basse spoke at the recent Feeding Quality Forums in Omaha, Nebraska, and Garden City, Kansas. I'm Bob Cervera.